Oh, that bit will go. that seems to be like metal, tin.
What is it?
Ooh. Because there's a pipe going down the side there. You can see that, and then you've got underneath. So what would it have been? It's also next to the fireplace. So could that be a clue? Okay, let me know. Right, hi. So it's been a while since we've done a long video. I feel it's time that we kind of updated where we're at. So, what we've been doing.
Right, quick FAQ.
Yes.
Are we turning it back into a hotel?
We will not be turning the Baclue back into a hotel, but what we will be doing is having potentially 4 Airbnb rooms
On the first floor.
on the first floor. Yes.
We won't be turning it into flats either, will we?
No, that's another question we get asked a lot. No, we won't be turning it into flats either, but we are quite keen to do some kind of business from here. So first of all, I will be starting my dance studio, which is obviously...
You've spoken quite a bit about that on
that side.
Videos?
Yeah, so I've gone quite a lot of detail into that. So if you're new here, go and check out the other videos so you can see the actual studio. That has kind of been put, I wouldn't say on hold, but is going to be kind of scaled back because I am going back to work on Monday. So that's kind of the development of the week. I had an interview last week. I had a second interview last week, and I've done my onboarding this week. So it's all systems go for Monday.
Is the hotel as bad as we think it is?
The hotel itself is structurally sound. It's just a lot of elbow grease. Does need a new heating system put in, mainly because it is old and Victorian.
Yeah. So there's the 2 worst bits were the electrical damage caused by the cannabis farm. That is starting to be fixed next week. And the previous owner's plumber has completely mutilated quite a lot of the place as well. So
if Ollie, you would like to just pan round to the pipe works that are in the hallway.
So that was a quick fix from the previous owner, and it is all around the house. So that just all needs starting again. So plumbing and electrics.
So this radiator in particular does actually break my heart because it's absolutely awful.
You're quite offended by that, aren't you?
I hate it. It's just been ripped out instantly. Okay, other questions that we get asked.
Are we going to live here?
We are going to live here. We are going to be living on the top floor, which is going to be almost like a self-contained flat. I think previous owners have had it as a flat before. That is going to be our priority, to get up, sorted, running, make nice. So we've got 2 bathrooms that need doing up on the top floor, and also a kitchen. All work will be starting beginning of March, probably, realistically.
So the only one piece of structural work we need to do are the 2 chimneys. They need repointing and recasting, and scaffolding is going up middle of March, I think.
It keeps moving back every time you say it.
Oh, I think it always was March, wasn't it?
No, it was February.
I think the Veluxes need doing, don't they, while we got the scaffolding up.
Yeah. And plus the roof is just going to have a few of the loose tiles.
Yeah, so I think the roof is kind of quite sound, but it just needs a few of those tiles replaced, doesn't it?
So I kind of feel that answers everyone's kind of immediate questions.
Is little Kev getting her own channel?
No, little Kev is not getting her own channel.
She features in this one, right?
She features just in this one.
Enough. She's always in front of our faces.
Absolutely. I think we've got quite a lot of exciting things ahead of us. lots of stuff that we haven't discussed because we don't want to jinx it. Lots of plans that are going through our head that we don't want to put out there in the public domain just yet. There's a lot. I think there's a lot of exciting things. I think the whole community is going to be very excited with developments that are going to come out probably in the next month that we can't talk about yet. But fingers crossed we're on the right path with that.
Tuesday morning, just gone, we had Kaya and Pauline visit us from the South Scotland Enterprise Agency.
Yep.
They have put some funding in place for Claire's studio, so that helps with that.
That kind of gets it up and running a little bit quicker than what we were probably planning on doing.
We were spitballing ideas about what we can do with this place and what we can. Obviously, my experience in the cycling industry can hopefully bring a bit of tourism to the area. So they're quite interested in working with us and developing how that goes and what we can do. What funding we can get to help do some rooms and bring some cycling entities to the area and help the local tourism, local community.
So
one thing that I'm good
Paddy's dream has always been to run like a guest house, which is for cyclists, road, mountain bike. That's where his passion lies, and this kind of falls under.
Hoik has it all.
Yeah.
And UCI Road Championships were quite close. The Tour of Britain came through here last year. We've got Glen Tress just around the corner. We've got UCI World Mountain Bike Championship courses, and one of the biggest gravel races is in Kilda. So we're kind of in that middle section.
And in fact, I've got a video to edit of where we went at the weekend.
Glen Tress.
Yeah. So you can check that video out as well if you're interested in the cycling side of life.
I still need to go and pump the tyres up and go for a ride.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Find our cycling kit.
There was something else that I was going to mention as well, which is completely lost.
Train of thought.
Yeah. Gone.
We can come back to it. You can add it in later.
I can add it back, absolutely.
With your editing skills, you can make it
seamless. The one thing as well I get asked and Paddy gets asked is why? Why now? Why Hoik? Why the Buccleuch?
Yeah.
I think I can answer that.
I think you go first with your fascination about Victorian properties.
Yeah. So for me, I've always wanted a Victorian property, the high ceilings,
all the period features,
fireplaces, the flooring. I just have always wanted that, and we've been on the search for that for a few years. An opportunity came up. We'd sold our house in Leicestershire.
Yeah, we were just moving as normal people do.
We'd found a beautiful 1920s house.
Yep.
That had lovely period features. It was absolutely gorgeous. Still breaks my heart that we didn't buy it, but we were just about to complete when unfortunately we got the news that Paddy was being made redundant.
On the day we were completing.
On the day, literally on the day. So we had a really hard decision because we couldn't afford realistically to carry on with that move.
I think it would have been a real risk to have lost everything.
It'd been very scary.
We probably would have had enough cash to last like 2-3 months max.
Yeah, and there was no guarantee that Paddy could get another job like quickly. The other option was to stay in the house that we were selling, but again, with the size of the mortgage, although smaller than obviously the new house, it was still going to be a massive risk, and potentially we could have ended up having everything taken away from us at some point.
I think you've covered a bit on why Hoik, because I think for the last 3 years we've been talking about what does retirement look like in a few years' time, and I think we just covered a bit of it of the cycling, running a B&B.
So we got the news that obviously it was final, you were being let go, and I went on to Rightmove and went, how about we do something stupid?
Bring that idea forward.
All this cash out of our house. Maybe we just go buy something mad, crazy stuff. I found this and another property.
Selkirk, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one in Selkirk. We would have probably ended up living in a caravan. To be fair.
we were watching Grand Designs of that family in a caravan, spent 3 winters.
I think that would have been us.
That caravan, that would have been us, yeah.
Like 3 years in a caravan, because I don't think there's any way. I didn't even have a roof, I don't think. Well, not much of one. It had holes.
It had
in the
nothing.
Roof. We were due to see that as well on the Saturday when we saw this, but
Didn't go any further than this.
we decided no.
So we came up that weekend, just got in the car and went. And then we came up a couple of weeks later with the kids to show them what the new digs was going to be like.
And I walked in the door, and I remember Catherine go, right, it is derelict. It's full of pigeons. It's absolutely gross. It's really creepy. I can't remember what other words she used, but none of them were positive at all. She still sold us the house. But for me, it was the big double doors as you walk in, and we couldn't see the flooring because it was covered in minging carpet and dirt. But it was
literally crap.
It was
real crap.
Just the doors on either side and the high ceilings. And I think that just the hallway, hence we're sat here now, just sold it to me.
I think your first words were, it's not as bad as I thought.
It wasn't.
You
lick of paint.
Are you reflecting on that now and thinking it is actually quite a lot of work?
No, I don't think I've ever felt it's too much work. Sometimes when the boys are ripping up floorboards, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's all good.
I don't like it when it starts to look worse before it gets better. And I'm like, keep that nice. So
if you want all that removed and all that new,
we need to have a mess first.
That's all going to be new and under floorboard. So
yeah, so we're just talking crap now, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're just waffling. So yes, I hope that answers some questions.
No, you're there, haven't we? I'm sure we'll think of some more FAQs. We could do a whole series of FAQs, I think.
Absolutely.
We'll have to go through the socials and read what the comments are.
Yeah. I know that there's a lot of people out there that ask me, how can I help? What can we do? Yes, I love the fact that people want to come and scrub and clean and all that. We're not really at that stage at the moment. Paint, yes, great. But right now, I need your support with our social media. That means watching our videos, watch them right to the end. You don't even have to put the sound on, just have it playing on your phone.
You've created some playlists, and Josh goes to sleep watching your playlist, doesn't he? So yeah, put you on before you go to bed. And
yeah.
let the playlist go.
So we're
just
gonna
watching hours.
End this video with like, subscribe, follow.
TikTok needs a bit of growth as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's because you guys have been earning a bit of money on TikTok, just battling each other. So I think if we
so find us on TikTok as well, because that's quite happening.
But yeah, once the pot of money runs out to renovate it, it was like social media was our plan to renovate this place.
And also, can you please drop in the comments what you think our discovery was that I'm going to post at the beginning of this video? So that will make sense. Huh? It makes sense.
Right. Is this the bit that you didn't want to talk to me about, that you didn't tell me about?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be news to me when I watch it for the first time.
Absolutely. Okay. Signing off.